Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca, and with a little celeb talk. But before we get into the celebrity talk, I want to apologize to each and every one of you love things who were looking for my morning brew this morning. I had no idea. I read my schedule for work wrong, and when they called me at 7:30 this morning inquiring about where I was, child, I'm like, at home, where you at? So that's the reason why you didn't get a morning brew. I read my schedule wrong and actually had to come to work today. Imagine what that must have felt like for my body after being on the live almost at 2 o'clock this morning running it with y'all, and then they give me that phone call at 7:30 and tell me I'm 30 minutes late, child. So that's the reason why you didn't get your morning brew, but I will be back again. It will probably return on Saturday. If I can jump in there and get a little of it in for you guys tomorrow, I'll try to do one tomorrow before work, but it definitely will return on Saturday, or I might not even do morning brews on the weekend. I don't know. Just be on the lookout. You guys will be hearing from me on that. But I wanted to come in today because I heard about this, I think, yesterday, and I had watched Lovely T's live concerning this young rapper by the name of Pop Smoke. Now, I had no idea who Pop Smoke was, and I still don't. But he was obviously an up-and-coming rapper who was killed in a home invasion, according to officials. And I'm going to be speaking from the article I found over on CNN. As always, I do cite my sources. It will be in the pinned comments of this video, okay? Now, let's get into the article. It reads, rapper Pop Smoke was killed during a home invasion at a Hollywood Hills, California residence early Wednesday. A police official and federal law enforcement source confirmed that. He was a 20-year-old enjoying the success of his sophomore mixtape, which was released last week. Now, when the police held an initial press conference about the home invasion, they did not release the rapper's name. He has now been released, and according to the article, officers found a man. They went inside of a home. They received a call around about 5 a.m. Eastern Time from someone back east who reported that one of their friends' home was being broken into and that one of the suspects was armed with a gun. That's what was said to a member of the Los Angeles Police Department, right? Inside, officers found a man who had been shot. He was transported over to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, where he was pronounced dead hours later. It's unclear who owns the house, according to this article. Now, several people were detained but released. No arrests have been made, and the LAPD homicide unit is investigating the incident. There are several witnesses who were being questioned by police as early as late Wednesday evening. The person who called 911 had been in contact with someone in the house. Between 2 and 6 people broke into the home, one of them wearing a ski mask, according to witnesses, okay? In an email to CNN, the rapper's attorney, Peter Frankel, said that he nor the rapper's family are prepared to offer comment on the events. Pop Smoke was a part of Brooklyn's drill scene, popularized by Chef G or Shift G, who grew up listening to Chicago drill pioneers Chief Keef and G Herbo. The rapper had begun making a name for himself in the summer with the release of a debut mixtape, Meet the Woo, featuring trap-influenced anthem, Welcome to the Party. The video for the song snared more than 24 million views on YouTube. Hip-hop stars Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill dropped remixes. My voice was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Pop told ID Magazine in a December interview. I knew it was going to be big when I started seeing my face on billboards. The magazine titled the piece, "Is Pop Smoke the New King of New York?" a title generally reserved for the likes of Nas, Jay-Z, and the Notorious B.I.G. Now, the Brooklyn-born rhymesmith had since collaborated with the likes of Quavo, Travis Scott, Her, A Boogie with the Hoodie, and Chris Brown. Speaking to Pop's rapid ascent into the rap game, his second mixtape, Meet the Woo 2, debuted last week at number 7 on Billboard's 200 album charts. Joining him in the top 10 were Rowdy Rich, Post Malone, Lil Wayne, and Billie Eilish. Y'all, I am not proficient on these new rappers, so if I am jacking up their names, please forgive me. Again, I will cite the source down in the pinned comments where you can go read it for yourself. Now, in 2019, New York Times profile, the artist talked about his life before he found fame in the music industry. His teen years were described as high risk and high reward. You like nice things? You got to do things to get nice things, he said. At age 16, I had a 5 Series BMW. The up-and-coming rapper was mourned on social media by several fellow artists, including Nicki Minaj, 50 Cent, and Chance the Rapper. You guys check the pinned comments for the article. You can go over and see what they had to say about Mr. Pop Smoke. His record label, Republic Records, also offered its condolences on social media. Last month, Pop was returning from Europe, where he was arrested at JFK International Airport in New York on a charge of interstate transport of a stolen vehicle. He was accused of transporting a Rolls-Royce Wraith across state lines, knowing said motor vehicle had been stolen. Okay, they say he took it across state lines knowing it was a stolen vehicle, according to the federal indictment. He pleaded not guilty during his arraignment in Brooklyn and was released on $250,000 bail. Okay? Now, I also heard that the young man did a lot of flossing prior to his death, okay? He had done a lot of flossing and whatnots, according to his death. But where I'm at with this situation is simply this. For one, everybody sitting on the front row is not your fan. I say that all the time. Everybody sitting on the front row is not a fan of yours. Some people are there to sit and plot and wait to try to take you down. I understand coming from nothing and then having a little bit of everything will make you feel some kind of way. And in today's society, it seems as if these young people have to show you every aspect of their lives. Every nice item or materialistic possession that they acquire, they have to show it down to the social media and show it off for the world. In doing so, according to what I'm being told, his location was shown. And Thursday, I'm trying to say it in a way so that my video don't get demonetized, because child, I got to do better with that. But what I'm basically saying is you got to keep your business to yourself. If God is blessing you, you ain't got to floss it for the world. When God is in the neighborhood, it's something about you that's going to show that you being blessed. You don't have to do it for the world. And again, understand that everybody on the front row ain't a fan. Everybody that see your social media and what you're posting up there do not have good intent for you. There are jealous people who can't do it for themselves. There are people who could if they put the effort into it, but they would rather take from someone who has put the work in. It is unfortunate that this young man only lived 20 years. He just began his life, and it seemed as if he was in a place in his life where he was going to be quite successful in the music industry, and now it's been snuffed out by some jealous-hearted heathens on the come-up. Now, I went over to the social media, and I saw a lot of disparaging things. I saw everything from people blaming what is said to be one of his best friends for his death, saying that he ambushed him, set him up, down to people wishing death upon that young man. And I think that's inappropriate and all kinds of wrongs, because you are not a detective. You do not know the inner workings of this case. If whatever happened to this young man, somebody gonna find out about it. Justice will prevail. Just like it did for Triple X. Remember that? Y'all have got to start using sense when dealing with folks on social media. Just because you in your feelings because your fave has been killed does not give you the right to just assume or place blame upon this other person who was a friend of his allegedly. It's not right to put that up on him because you don't have the proof that he did anything. If he did, it's going to come out in the wash and he will be prosecuted accordingly. But to put that in the atmosphere in a time and age where people just so quick to jump on stuff and it ain't even got to be your family member, but because you was a fan, this young man who's still alive, life could very well be in danger because y'all are putting out a false narrative with no proof to back up what you're saying. Now, I'm saddened that Pop Smoke is no longer in the land of the living. I hate that happened to him. But you have to be careful. You can't floss everything that you have because you got to know that everybody is not applauding you. There are people who dislike you simply because you are being blessed and you have worked hard and your hard work is now paying off. They don't have that in them to do it. Or like I said, they're too lazy to apply themselves. But don't get on social media making claims that you don't have no proof to back it up. Suspicions are not enough. You have to have proof that this young man that you guys have been killing over there on the social media actually set him up and got him killed. You don't have that. And you cannot take the law into your own hands. That's why we live in a democracy. Because you cannot go around like that. That's like anarchy. You can't do that. Be careful what you put out on social media because you don't know that what you're saying could not cause this young man to get killed too, the friend. Now, I'm sad that Pop Smoke is gone. Yes, I am. I'm sad anytime a young life is taken senselessly. But I don't think that he would want his fans to be demonizing a man without proof. If they had that bond to where he's calling him his brother on social media and y'all have seen them together so many times, then apparently there was some love between the two of those young men. So why do you think that he would want you to tear his friend apart without proof? Now, if his friend set him up, eventually that will come out in time. But leave that to the people who are trained to do that type of work. You social media investigators and stuff, we don't need you right now because y'all add to the problem opposed to helping the problem, being a part of the solution. Mourn him. It is perfectly fine to mourn him. It is perfectly fine to be angry. But it is never okay to accuse someone of ambushing and setting someone up to be killed when you don't have proof behind what you're saying. Your actions and your words could put that young man in danger because there are people out here who love us so much. People who have platforms, they fall in love with you so much that they're willing to do almost anything to please you, avenge you, anything. You have a responsibility to think before you speak. Think before you type. That's all I have to say about that. My condolences to the family, the friends, and the legion of fans he had built. To Mr. Pop Smoke. May he rest in peace. May his memory live on in his fans forever. But guys, think about what you're doing. Don't cause another tragedy because you're in your feelings about a situation. And if you have proof that anyone could be connected to this senseless killing, then how about you contact the LAPD and make your next move your best move. Tell them what you know and leave it to the professionals to sort it out and bring his killers or killers to justice. That's all I have to say about that. I will link the article to which I discussed down in the pinned comments so you can go over and read it for yourself and see all the celebrity celebrity tweets that went out yesterday for the young man. Again, my condolences to his family, his friends, and his legion of fans. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. And as always, in closing, remember the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video. Ratings get me recognized on these YouTube streets. Comment down below in the panel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this entire situation involving rapper Pop Smoke. If you have not subscribed to this channel or my backup channel, Lady Nyca Live, please subscribe to both of the channels. The link to the second channel will be down in the description box below the title of the video. Once you subscribe to both of the channels, please tap on your notifications and set your notification bell to all so that each and every time I drop a pre-recorded video or go live from either channel, you guys should get a notification and you can come over and join in the conversation. Have a great remainder to your, today is Thursday, child. Yeah, have a great remainder to your Thursday. And I will see you guys on the next upload. Peace.